Hey guys, it's Fern. I am feeling a little frustrated because I recorded my reaction to Lana Del Rey's new music video, Chemtrails over the Country Club, and I tested my screen recording internal audio. I practiced beforehand with other songs and other videos, and it was recording the sound. And for some reason, when I recorded this half an hour long video I did, which I was going to cut down, but it didn't record it. Didn't record any of the sound, so it was impossible for me to do. Anyway, the other thing I was going to do was a lyric deep dive, so I think I'm going to do that now. I am so upset, but it can be redeemed, hopefully, just by kind of going over the lyrics and doing that instead. I think that will just be as fun. So let's see how this goes instead. Let me turn that brightness down so I don't look too odd. Okay, I've got the lyrics up here, so I'm just going to read through them line by line, see what I feel. It says, "I'm on the run with you, my sweet love. There's nothing wrong contemplating God under the chemtrails over the country club." So what I get from this is, you know, I'm on the run with you. It's like being free, isn't it? It's like, but when you say I'm on the run, you're normally running away from something. So something bad, maybe. I don't know, like, but she's like with her love. Maybe, you know, she's on a run from a bad time, or she's done something bad, but she's with this person she loves. So, you know, nothing can be wrong, and it seems quite nice. There's nothing wrong with contemplating God, and that's, you know, that's like being, I think that's like questioning religion, questioning your faith. It's like, you know, but there's nothing wrong with that, like when you're growing and stuff, as you're growing into your life a bit more, it's wondering what paths to follow and what rules to follow, and whether you should be following any at all under the chemtrails over the country club. It's just very visual, I'd say, and it feels nostalgic, even if that's not something you've done. Do you know what I mean, or seen? But it's very visceral. Country club is normally something quite elite or posh, isn't it? Though it's kind of you got to be kind of wealthy or whatever to be at the country club or whatever. It's just very, you know, it's a nice place to be. It's very, you know, the grass is green and the building's white, or, you know, it's just kind of a pure image. Wearing our jewels in the swimming pool. Me and my sister just playing it cool under the chemtrails over the country club. Wearing our jewels in the swimming pool. Okay, obviously a bit irresponsible, but they're saying, you know, they don't care. Like, it's not about, you know, money and stuff. Yeah, I wear my jewels in the swimming pool, so what? It's kind of flexing a little bit. Under the chemtrails over the country club. Take out your turquoise and all of your jewels. Go to the market, the kids' swimming pools. Baby, what's your sign? My moon's in Leo, my Cancer is Sun. You won't play, you're no fun. Well, I don't care what they think. Drag racing my little red sports car. I'm not unhinged or unhappy, I'm just wild. Take out your turquoise and all of your jewels. So just get them all out. Get all your colours and your fancy out, and go to the market and the kids' swimming pool. So, you know, be fancy and be stylish, but go and do like some menial things, you know, go to the market, kids' swimming pools. Baby, what's your sign? My moon's in Leo, my Cancer is Sun. You won't play, you're no fun. It's got like an immaturity to it, a kind of like a teenage vibe to it, you know, like, let's just go do all these things, and like, what's your star sign? Oh, you're not gonna play, you're no fun. Like, it's like having a childish manner about it. And what, I don't care what they think. Drag racing my little red sports car. You know, I don't care what they think of me. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not unhinged or unhappy, I'm just wild. That kind of is like an adult awareness at the end there. I'm not unhinged or unhappy, I'm just wild. I'm not crazy and I'm not depressed. I'm just wild. I'm just free. I'm just, you know, I'm doing what I want. I'm aware of this and this is just who I am. Then it's the chorus again.
Thought I'd pop on just for a little bit more clarity there. I think it's also like she's speaking to the media and maybe people who aren't fans and have criticised her, and have said like, oh, she's like a loose woman, you know, like she has such bad relationships. She's portraying a bad image of being vulnerable and weak and so on. But this is her kind of defining what she means by it. It's like, nah, I'm not like put together in like a sturdy, like this is kind of way. Like I'm not fully like a full blown woman. I am still a girl and I have fun with that and I'm not crazy and I like to do reckless things now and then. It's just who I am. I'm just wild. It's just who I am. So stop saying I'm unhinged and crazy and a bad influence. Just let me be because this is who I am and that's it.
Okay, verse 2. Meet you for coffee at the elementary schools. We laugh about nothing as the summer gets cool. It's beautiful how this deep normality settles down over me. I'm not bored or unhappy, I'm still so strange and wild. This one hits deeper. This brings it all together, I find. I feel like I relate to this quite a lot. It's kind of like emotional in a way. So meet you for coffee at the elementary schools. We laugh about nothing as the summer gets cool. This is the hard line. This one makes me emotional. It's beautiful how this deep normality settles down over me. I'm not bored or unhappy. I'm still so strange and wild. So when she says it's beautiful how this deep normality settles down over me, I'm not bored or unhappy, I'm still so strange and wild. For me, as like how I interpret it is, if you've gone through some hard times and some crazy times, maybe in your younger years when you're just trying to discover yourself and find yourself to some degree, and you can be a bit naive, you can go through some quite hard times in that discovery, and then when you finally choose to do something normal, calm down, chill out, relax, it doesn't feel stark or sharp. It actually feels normal. Like it feels like okay, like it feels good. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but like say you've gone from having drinking all the time, you've come out of a horrible breakup, you feel like a bad like friend, bad daughter, bad parent, whatever you feel like, or you know, and you feel like things are spiraling out of control, and then you hit rock bottom, and then you kind of come back up, but you're doing it in a different way. Maybe you stop drinking, maybe you hang out with different people, maybe you have to lose it all to gain something back, and you know, it's like you suddenly grow up. In a way that kind of makes me go back to, you know, take out the turquoise and all of the jewels, go to the market, kids swimming pools. You know, that's kind of had an immature feeling to it, but then this verse has like a adult feeling to it. She's saying, meet you for coffee at elementary schools, we laugh about nothing as the summer gets cool. It's enjoying life in all its menial moments, things that aren't like jet setting here or there, or like drinking and partying. It's just the small stuff that is exciting. And when she says I'm not bored or unhappy, I'm still so strange and wild, it's like when you imagine a life like that, you feel like it would be boring. Or sometimes when you are in a state of normality in life, you'll look at yourself and go, wow, this would seem boring, this would seem plain, but really it's stable is what it is. You're not having the crazy ups and downs. This is just my interpretation too. This is what I feel from it, and it touches my heart that way. And Lana always does that. She can create art that you can have your own interpretation to, which I really, really appreciate. But then she says, I'm still so strange and wild. And yeah, like, you can be strange and wild, but it's in a different way. Like, when you start to get to this normality, this kind of like normal side of life, and you have fun still, and you realise, you know, it's not the friends or the drinks or the drugs or the crazy memories and times you've had that make you strange and wild. It you know, you start to know who you really are. You know, I think I speak about this because I gave up drinking for about 4 months. I've had a little drink here and there, but not got drunk at all for months. And I realised not drinking, I could still have fun and still smile and have a laugh and so on. Also, it reminds me of, I had a really bad time during the end of university, and I started hanging out with an old friend, but it felt like a new friend, and she had just had a baby and I've got a daughter. And I remember summer about a year and a half ago, we camped in her back garden, her and her partner and her child, and me and my partner and my child. And you know, it was a sunny day and we had a barbecue and a couple little drinks and so on. And I remember looking round and feeling like I was in like a holiday brochure, you know, or like when they're trying to sell a trampoline, you know, and all the families like so happy. But I felt like I was in one. The birds were singing, and I think it's that deep-rooted feeling that we all have, even from birth, of wanting security and wanting to feel loved and secure and stable and warmed by that, and everything be pure and bright. That's what I get from this verse. Just this verse, I get that. Yeah. Okay, chorus. You're in the wind, I'm in the water. Nobody's son, nobody's daughter. Watching the chemtrails over the country club. It's like two different elements, but they both are flowing. And it's like, it's either saying, you know, we blend together that way, or it's saying that they are somewhat opposites. But nobody's son, nobody's daughter, just being your own person. You're just you. You're not worried about your parents. And I think if Lana had children, maybe she'd be like nobody's father, nobody's mother, you know. Not having the responsibility or care in the world to worry about anything. Suburbia, the Brentwood Market. What to do next? Maybe we'll love it. White picket, chemtrails over the country club. Okay, now this makes me feel like, again, what I was talking about, like suburbia, the Brentwood Market. What to do next? Maybe we'll love it. Again, it's like, it's like choosing between two kind of like relaxed things, really. And like, you know, she was talking about wearing her jewellery at the market, but then suburbia and so on. It's like, you can be anything. You can be anything you want, and it can be calm, it can be cool, and there's lots of things to choose from when you start living a normal life. It's new, you know, when you are in the turmoil, you kind of, it's like the same thing again and again. It's like a repetition. But this sounds like, you know, like a kind of new kind of feeling. It's like a, oh, what other new things can I do that I've not done before that will give me happiness, you know? Maybe we'll love it. White picket chemtrails over the country club. Maybe this life isn't so bad. Maybe this chilled out, calm, picket fence life isn't so bad. Okay, and then it gets to the bridge where it gets a little bit crazy in the video, where there's like wolves and vampires, and it all starts kind of getting a bit dark and so on. I found that quite interesting. When I was watching the video, I was like, okay, it got dark, but not dark enough. Like, it got dark, and then she started, like, the chorus started washing in again, that like kind of da 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 da, you know, and I felt like that was happening too quick, but I feel like maybe there's meaning to that now after reading some of this. I did interpret that part of the video to be like, you know, it was all very lovely and nice and like pretty and all these nice things, like laughing, and I noticed in the video like you could hear sounds of like ice cubes in her drink and the car engines and so on. I feel like those sound effects are all to create like a nostalgic feel for all of us, because we all know what that sounds like. It reminds you of things, like it's like sensory, you know, it's sensory stuff, isn't it? 1 second, just checking my dinner because I'm cooking. Okay, I'm back. Right, yeah, so in the video it gets kind of dark and whatever. I wish I could have shown you my reaction to it, but obviously I can't. But it's okay, I'll figure it out for other new songs and so on. So, yeah, it gets kind of dark, and then I see her in the video, she goes in the shower and it's got blue lighting, and then when she comes out the shower she looks all like relaxed, like she's got like a nice like dressing gown on, and she falls onto her bed all comfortable. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'll give it a go. For me, I feel like lyrically now reading it as well, she's talking a lot about how normality is nice, basically, and yeah, like that seems to be a theme here, and that chaos is almost like a memory or a dream or a relapse. And I don't mean relapse just with drugs and alcohol, I mean a relapse into an older life, maybe searching for validation in the wrong places, or an argument, or like a certain behaviour or a trigger, you know. It felt like a bit of wildness and like a coming out at night. Oh, actually thinking about that, she said like, oh yeah, hang on, she said my sun is in Cancer and my moon is in Leo. I'm like kind of a star sign like lover, and I'm a Capricorn. I've got my necklace here that I literally got from my cousin the other day for my birthday. When I think about that, a Cancer sign is quite emotional and sweet and sensitive, so her sun sign and what she portrays to the world, and say the sun is to do with the day, is very like sweet and, you know, sensitive, emotional, like, and nice to be around and so on. Whereas Leo is a fire sign. There's a lot more hard-headed energy to it. And when you have your moon sign, a moon sign is how you internally think, like how you think when you're alone. And the moon is to do with the night. And when do we think about things the most? At night. Oh my god, I'm just going off on one here. But I'm thinking the Leo, it's like, you know, you've got a fire in your mind at night and so on, and maybe she's trying to say something like that in that time. I don't know, that might be a huge speculation, but that does interest me. And the werewolves obviously change at night and so on. You know, maybe at night she craves that like crazy life again, or like she craves the darker side to some degree. And then her getting in the shower in the video, it was like, almost like her washing her blues away, like the blue lighting, and washing away that kind of, she had like, I think that was like blood on her foot or something, or like she'd hunted or something like that. But it's like washing it away and being reborn again as she goes to bed. She become, the next day she's gonna wake up and be that suburban woman again, you know? I don't know. That's just an interpretation I've just come up with. Okay.
I just had another thought, and that is, she says, my Cancer is sun, and that word placement actually was starting to like, you know, make me think a little bit, because obviously sun can give you skin cancer, but she's saying my Cancer is sun, so like it's like her illness, her downfall, her kryptonite is sun, so her kryptonite is the daytime, so like that like debilitates her, but she comes alive at night, if that makes sense. Obviously she's been talking about the normality and themes of like how that's so nice, but at the same time maybe it, you know, all this normality, it is making the contrast of her darker memories stronger, you know, seeing the difference between the two lives. Maybe it feels stronger at night when you can think about it all and you can compare on your own. That's where the werewolf sort of comes out, and her memories and dreams and or cravings can come out, because I said they're bad memories, not just bad memories but crazy memories on, but then I also said there could be cravings, but that's true. Like we might remember a time where you know, it was really bad, but then we might crave it as a form of self-destruction when things get too good. Yeah, just another little interpretation there.
Now it says, this is as it's coming out of that bridge. It says, washing my hair, doing the laundry. Late night TV, I want you on me. Again, it's that same normality. It's coming back. It's like that moment is like, it's so strong, but like you can come back from it, and it's pulling her back in. It's like, okay, it's okay. You know, it takes time, and also you're still you. You're still gonna have a dark side or like a crazy side. Like there's always gonna be that part of you, no matter what, and no matter what you portray to other people. You know, there's always gonna be that side to you. Like when we were kids under chemtrails and country clubs, bringing back some innocence, just, you know, children, you know, it's memories of sweeter times. It's never too late, baby, so don't give up. It's never too late, baby, so don't give up, is what she says. Pretty much what I said. It's never too late. You can change, you can go back, you can go forward, you can be present, you can be anywhere.
Hello, me and editing again. Sorry, it's hard to like interpret it all at once. You can get your initial thought, but then you have so many other thoughts when you're editing. When she says it's never too late, babies don't give up, she says it twice, and that's like a chant or a prayer. You know, when you say something more than once, it's like you're trying to instill it into your mind or someone else's mind. Like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I promise it's going to be okay. It's like the more you say it, the more it'll be set in their mind, and you hope that they will take it on. So it's never too late, babies don't give up. It's like, chant this with me. It's never too late. It's like she's trying to tell that person super hard. You know, she's really trying to be like, it's never too late. It's almost like a desperation in it, and true want and true honesty. She really believes that.
Under the chemtrails over the country club, you're born in December, I'm born in June. So you're born in the cold, I'm born in the heat. Very opposing, opposites attract maybe. And then my Cancer is Sun and Leo is in Moon. So yeah, it's like, it's contrasts. It's contrast, and maybe you, whoever she's talking to, is herself. You know, maybe she's talking to herself. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's my interpretation of the lyrics. Yes, I very much relate them to my own life, so I might be casting them that way. But I think that's important that we do that in all art, because that's how it'll mean the most to you. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope it wasn't too boring, because obviously I would have wanted to react to the video, but I'm happy. I'm still happy that I got to read the lyrics, and if you enjoyed me looking at lyrics, I'll definitely do more of songs, whatever songs really. Cool. Bye.